No tax increases.
Zero.
Zero.
Off the table.
I've made it clear to the president we're not going to raise taxes.
There can be no tax hikes because tax hikes destroy jobs. We're not going to raise taxes on the very people that we expect to reinvest in our economy and to help grow jobs. To repeal the job-killing health care law.
It's quite curious to have a job summit on the same day in which we're being pressed to pass a health care bill that could only be described as a job killer.
To repeal the job-killing Obamacare bill.
These jobs offer political clout to politicians and hope to employees, but they also instigate a cutthroat race to the bottom among states and municipalities vying to win a bidding war. States and cities which win the right to bring a foreign producer often have to do so at great personal cost through tax incentives and state or federal grants.
In Florida, $4 billion in tax cuts to corporations and in property taxes. And then what does Governor Rick Scott do? He cuts education by $3 billion. Look, in Arizona, Jan Brewer is saying that she's going to cut Medicaid for 280,000 people, but she's got to save $541 million. That's why she's doing it. Now, why does she have to save that money? Because she's giving away $538 million in corporate tax breaks. Look at Michigan. Republican governor there says, I got to cut schools, universities, and local governments and public just that category first, by $1.2 billion. And on top, he had to cut public employees' pays by $180 million. Now, what can he do? He's got budget problems, right? He had to make those cuts to your schools, whether they're local, community colleges, whatever it might be. He had to do it. Why did he have to do it? $1.8 billion in tax cuts for business.
This is the headquarters of more than 2,000 American companies, none of which are actually physically located at this place. From all appearances, there is exactly one person who works at this headquarters of 2,000 companies. She seems very nice, actually, from the Reuters reporting. We know that her name is Rhoda. What is the advantage to 2,000 companies being headquartered there? Here's their pitch.
Incorporated in Wyoming, a state that has no income taxes on corporations. Wyoming Corporate Services also has strategies to help you lower your tax liability in your home state.
Look at what they're offering. This is what they are pitching. A corporation is a legal person created by state statute that can be used as a fall guy, a servant, a good friend, or a decoy, a person you control yet cannot be held accountable for its actions. Imagine the possibilities.
There are 5 states that do not have collective bargaining for educators and have actually deemed it illegal for educators to have collective bargaining. Those states and their ranking on ACT and SAT scores, college admissions, South Carolina, 50th in the nation in ACT and SAT scores. Now North Carolina, 49th in the nation. Georgia, 48th in the nation. Texas, 47th in the nation. And the only other state in the country that does not allow collective bargaining and made it illegal for educators would be Virginia, which outdoes its competitors by coming in at 44th in the nation.